Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol CAPR. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to do this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. I have done this analysis in the past. I don't remember when that was, a couple weeks ago I think, but that's where this red line here is coming from. And definitely want to get things updated here, as today was quite the explosive move. Sure, it pulled back, so that is, I should start there. This is where it's kind of tricky from a presentation standpoint, because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're a day trader and you bought right there and you wanted to sell within 90 seconds after buying, then yeah, for you the chart's looking pretty rough. But if you care about the big picture of things, then the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And when you have higher bases being built over longer periods of time, that's how those long-term uptrends are constructed. And I'm going to be talking about things from the big picture perspective. So if I sound crazy calling something bullish, my guess would be you just had a different strategy and perspective going into the trade. So with that being said, let's get some things updated here. First bit of updating that I want to do is a little adjustment here now that we have more data. What data? Well, today happened. And now that we see what happened here, that key area of resistance going forward definitely does seem to be right up there, right up around $1.60. Looking back through the history of the chart, you can see that this was indeed where the price rejected the bulls. And then once again today with the gap up, the price once again rejected up around that area. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that $1.60 can never be broken and it's impossible to break through that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it makes sense why the price once again did struggle up around that area. So $1.60 definitely that key level of resistance from an overall perspective. As far as areas of support are concerned, really, and this is kind of where I'm talking about things from the big picture perspective. From the grand scheme of things, it's all about the pink line down here, which is the famous 200 period simple moving average. And this line will continue to move upwards, but let's just take a drastic situation. I'm not saying this will happen at all, but to illustrate my point about big picture, let's say the price pulls back that much more and then right around here or something heads back up. But point being, it stays up above that pink line. If that were to happen, which would be a pretty drastic pullback, so even after a drastic pullback, what would you have from the big picture viewpoint? Well, you'd have a set of lows there, this previous set of lows down here. If you picture each one of those as stair steps, well, then the overall stair steps are still making progress in the upwards direction. Again, I fully realize if you are a day trader and you bought up there, you couldn't care less about these overall stair steps. But that's why I try to qualify things as saying I am talking about things from those that care about, more than just 1 day or 2 days. So overall, yeah, the price pulled back today, but the bulls do still have a chance to build a higher stair step. So we'll see if they can get that done or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.